This particular patrol on August 4th, 1967, we were going out to set an ambush at an area that we knew was heavy with VC. During our briefing, I assigned each person, one to the radio, one to the machine gun. I gave our order of march. And that particular night, I decided to take point on the patrol, point being the first one in the patrol. And we would stagger our patrols. We'd have one Marine and then one PF. A PF was a popular force that we worked with. These were people who were, for one reason or another, they were not eligible to join the South Vietnamese Army, either something physically, or I learned later, maybe something mentally. But some of them were pretty good soldiers, and we would stagger ourselves, so we would always put our radio and our corpsman in the middle of the patrol. It was pretty routine. We test fired our M16s before we left the compound because there had been some problems with them. The only bad thing about this is the enemy learned that anytime the Marines start test firing their weapons, they're probably coming out pretty soon. But we went out and we walked, would have been south down Highway 1, and then we cut into the jungle, headed for our destination where we were going to set up our ambush. Just a few meters from where we were going to set up our ambush, well, it was probably about 15 meters. I stopped the patrol, everybody got down, and I called for, or I sent word back for Frank Garcia to go with me, and we would go up and recon the area where we were going to set our ambush. This was done so that we could look around and make sure it was still a good place for an ambush. We could figure out where we wanted to put people and whatnot. As I stopped the patrol, I turned and looked over my shoulder, and it looked like one of the PFs was aiming his rifle right straight at me. I mean, I would have sworn that he was fixing to shoot me. And he did shoot, and the bullet went right by my head, and I turned around and looked, and there was a VC sneaking up on me. I'll never forget this guy's face as long as I live, this VC. He was in the traditional black pajamas, but I think I can draw a picture of his face right now because I'll never forget it. As we made contact, things got pretty wild, and I'll go into that a little bit later.